We have today with us our Secretary of Ag candidate, Tim Gannon. He is a farmer and comes from a big farm family, a long history of activism in agriculture, and thank you very much for being with us, Tim.
Story County, it's great to be with you. I come from not too far away, southeast of here in Mingo, Iowa. So grew up competing against kids from Colo and Nesco, I guess that's Ziering, but and Collins and Maxwell, and played a few games against Nevada and basketball in high school. We won both those games, I will admit. I'm running in large part because I don't want to see Iowa become a place where we've got urban areas that are doing really well, but our small towns and rural areas struggle to keep up. And we lost population in 71 of our 99 counties between 2010 and 2016. And a strong ag economy is fundamental to keeping people living in our rural areas. I learned a long time ago when my dad owned a John Deere store, if farmers aren't doing well, that means a whole bunch of businesses in our small towns are struggling as well. So I think it's incumbent upon us as Iowans to send a message to the administration in Washington, D.C. that we may have voted for Donald Trump a couple years ago, but we didn't sign up for bad trade policy and bad biofuels policy that are keeping our prices down and have a whole bunch of folks in the countryside pretty nervous right now. Donald Trump was in Iowa over a month ago now, and sitting right next to a whole bunch of Republican leaders, claimed he was going to make our farmers great again. Well, as someone who farms on a farm that's been in the family for 130 years and has grown up around agriculture and spent 8 years working for Secretary Vilsack at USDA, where every day I thought I was going in to that office in Washington, D.C., working for folks in small towns and farms and ranches that I had grown up knowing, I find that really insulting. We are great already. We have the most productive farmers on the face of the earth. And from our seed scientists to our researchers to our folks like my family putting seeds in the ground, the UAW folks building John Deere tractors across the state, and the folks turning what we produce into food that gets consumed all around the world, agriculture in Iowa is great. If our Republican elected officials won't correct him, I think Iowans should. So let's do that in November. Now, short term, we've got to fix that bad policy by sending that message. But longer term, we've got to do all that we can to keep farming profitable and keep creating the opportunities that will keep people living in rural Iowa. That's why a couple weeks ago, I called on the next governor, who we all know is going to be Fred Hubbell, and the next legislature, which hopefully includes not just Senator Cornbach and Representatives Hedden and Wessel Crochelle, but Tracy Freese and Brenda Brink and Tim Winter, because we need that change in Des Moines so that we can increase funding for ag research at Iowa State. It's been flatlined the last 5 years. Terry Branstad, Kim Reynolds, doesn't matter. Republican House of Representatives, they have kept that budget flatlined. So we have not been able to increase the opportunities in research. And how do we get more productive? How do we take better care of our resources? And how do we build that bio-based economy that will create jobs all across rural Iowa? Because we can do more with what we grow and raise. And that will help us on the price side. That will help us convince young people that there's a reason to get back on the farm and in rural Iowa. And that's what we need to do to build the kind of Iowa I think we all want to live in. So thanks very much.